everybody? Welcome. I'm Zoe Youngs. Welcome. So basically, in this tarot card reading, I'm Zoe Youngs, and this reading is going to for July 24th to August 1st of 2025. So basically, in this wonderful reading, I just want to tell you all that this is the way how it goes. I'm so sorry that my voice is a little bit low today. I'm so sorry about it. But the way how this is, I just wanted to tell you all about. This is just the way how it goes. This is just a general reading about what's going on. And I want to try to say it as a wonderful feeling that this is a way of an opportunity to understand it. Just the way how it kind of goes in that way. And we have to understand what it is, right? We have to believe about how it is. There are things that you must learn first. There are things that you need to, gradually of how it is, right? The way how this is, you have to be sincere. You have to be diligent. You have to be who you are, right? There are things you must learn in order to do what you want and what you get, because you have to be virtue of how things are, right? We have to understand that, right? So the way how this is, the way how everything seems to be good, you have to know how it is. You're trying to impress. You're trying to do exactly what it takes, and you have to know about it in that way, right? So you have to understand what it is, and you have to understand what it takes. That's the way it goes. But then this is the way it seems to be in that way. You have to go with the flow and understand that that's how it is, right? So this is the way it seems to be. So this oracle card, it says discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. That's how it goes in that way. Because when you have discipline, you have the way how it goes in that way. When you have discipline, you know what it takes in that way. You're trying to be who you are. You're trying to be, authentic, whatever it is, right? You're trying to not be like fragile or anything like or anything like that. But there are things that you need to understand, because you have to pro along with it. You have to have your own guidelines to understand of how it is in that way. It's like how you're going to do that in that way and think that everything seems to be fine, but then this is way how it goes in that way. You have to use your own way about knowing what to do and saying, alright, well, this seems to be, I got this, but then that's how it is. You have to use your own discipline to understand that. So basically, we're going to figure out what's happening on let me see what's going on through this whole entire reading, and we're going to see what's happening. So we're going to figure out who's on the left side, who's on the right side, and who's in the middle. So this is going to be very interesting indeed. So here we go. So basically, in this reading, we have the two pentacles here. There's basically everything is unbalanced, because when things are unbalanced, things are not looking as gradual anymore, because you have to understand what it takes. You have to know about how it is in that way, and saying, alright, well, this just seems to be, alright, I need to do it. But then you have to understand that, right? You have to do exactly what it is in that way. You have to put yourself into that perspective of the way how you feel, the way how you act, the way how you can be assertive of what's going on, because you have to use your own discipline. You have to know about what's going on in that way. You have to be, the way how it is. The Tower reversed, it means that there's no transformation. Everything is not changing yet. And when things are not changing, everything is just going to be, staggering, everything is going to be the same as it was. And when that is the way how it goes, it's like why you're going to be doing it, why you're be facing about what's going on, because that's how it goes. So let's see what's happening. So let me see what's on the left side, please. Page of Cups is upright, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, see, basically it means that when you have the Page of Cups, it represents loyalty. When you have loyalty, you have that way about knowing what to do, because that's how it is. So you can be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Nine of Pentacles reversed, you're feeling uncomfortable, right? Because when things are uncomfortable, it's like you don't want to do it. but then you need to face your own abilities from the right or wrong perspective. That's all you can do. But then you have to put that in the way of how it is. In that way, you have to promote and do things, as the way how it goes. This is the way it seems to be in that way. This is the way of how it goes in that way, right? So if you feel uncomfortable, things are not going as planned, right? That's what it seems to be. What's on the right side, please? The Tower reverse, follow the 6 months upright, follow the Magician reverse. Yeah. See, it means that you have no skill, but then you have a celebration. You're going to celebrate. So, you could be doing this in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in that way, because that's how it goes. What's up with this Magician card? The Hermit reverse, for the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yeah, because it means that you're having bad luck. When you're having bad luck, it's like, why is everything is up against you, That's how it is. What's up with this Wheel of Fortune? The 7 Wands is upright, yeah, because you're feeling deceit. Or re-silence. I mean, when you're feeling re-silence, it's like things are not going as planned. Things are like being shaky, being shady, being, how it is. You have to know what it takes in that way. It's like, why you trying to do it. You're not trying to pick on somebody. You're not trying to do exactly what you're told to do, but you're trying to be responsible. Things have to be the way how it is. This is not short and sweet. No. But the way how this is, you have to be casual about it. You have to know about what's going on in that way. You have to exactly how you feel, the way how you're going to get, the way how you're going to get what you want. That's how it goes. And you have to believe in order to do it, right? In order to emphasize how you're feeling in that way. So let's see what's in the middle of the situation. The Cups reverse, yeah. So it means that you have no entertainment, This is the way how it goes in that way. You're trying to do exactly what you're told to do, and you're trying to figure out what's happening in that way. You're trying to do exactly what it is in that way, right? It's like how you're going to do it. So let's see what's going on. So I'm going to go from the middle to the left side. Tower is upright, so there's transformation. The Star reverse, there's no inspiration. Justice is upright, you're telling the truth. The Hermit is upright, there's solitude. The Magician reverse, there's no skill. The Hangman is upright, there's restrictions. Yeah, because you're being restricted, right? And when things are not going as planned, it's like, why are you doing it? Why are you saying to yourself, it's like, well, I don't want to do it. But that's how it goes. It's like, because you're trying to use your own discipline. When you're using it, it's like, you know what it is in that way. What's in the middle to the right side, please? The Strength card is upright, followed with the Justice reverse, followed with the Fortune reverse, followed with the Judgment is upright, followed with the Chariot is upright. Yeah, because you're going to have progress. You have strength and progress because that's how it goes. Judgment is upright, you're taking action, but when you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice, you're not telling the truth. You're making up a lie or something like that. It's like, why are you feeling like that? Because that's how it goes. What's between the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice here? The Hermit reverse, there's no solitude. The Emperor is upright, there's structure. Yeah, because that's how it goes. When things are not going as planned, when things are not going as, casual it is, that's how it goes in that way. It's like, why are you doing it? Because you have to know that. It's like, you have to know exactly what it takes, because you're trying to express what you're doing. When you express, you know what it is. In that way, you're trying to go with the flow. You're trying to pay attention of what's happening. So let's see what's going on. More. So let's see. So let me go from the middle to the right, middle to the left. Three of Pentacles reverse, there's no excitement. Judgment upright reverse, there's no There's no action. This Strength card reverse. There's no bravery. So you're being scared. The 7-1 story. There's silence. Yeah, because things are not going as planned. It's like, why are you doing it? Why? Because that's how it goes. It's like everything has to be certain, short and sweet. But the way how it is, this is the way how it goes, right? This is the way it seems to be in that way, and you have to understand about how you're going to be, who you are in that way, and you have to use your own discipline, your own actions, your own words, because you have to pay attention to what's going on in that way. Works between the middle and the left side, please. The Ace of Pentacles is upright. Queen of Wands reversed. Forward the 9 of Pentacles is upright. Forward the King of Cups reversed. Forward the 5 of Swords reversed. Forward the 5 of Cups reversed. Forward the High Priestess is upright. Yeah, because you're feeling comfortable. You're having prosperity. You're using your inner voice. Because things are going to be looking good as the way how it goes. It's like, okay, I know what to do. Alright, this seems to be. Alright, I got this. That's how it goes. So you could be doing it in a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You're doing it in a Libra, Aries, Sagittarius. You're doing it in a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's how it goes in that way. What's the middle of the situation? The Hermit is upright. Yeah, because you are in hermit mode, or it could be where you're having solitude, or you may be looking for a soulmate. That's how it goes in that way. What's happening between the 7 and 1 here? The Sun comes in reverse. There's negativity. The Knight of Cups reverse. There's no romance. All right. The Empress reverse. There's no nourishment. Knight of Pentacles. All right. You're telling the truth. Yeah. Because you're having you're having trust. You're having the trust about what's going on in that way, right? If you are being negativity, if you're having no romance, whatever, but you're having trust. That's how it goes in that way. It's like, alright, everything has to be all great. Because this is the way how it seems to be. You're trying to know what it is in that way. It's like, okay, this is the way it goes. What's happening with this High Priestess? The Devil reverse. Follow the Knight of Swords reverse. Follow the Ace of Wands reverse. Follow the Justice reverse. Follow the Chariot reverse. Follow the 6 of Wands reverse. Follow the Hangman is upright. Yeah, because you want to have restrictions. That's how it goes, right? So it's like, why are you doing it? Why? Because you're trying to face what you're doing. That's how it goes. You're trying to face your own life skills or whatever it is. But that's how it goes. What's something with this Hermit card? The Two of Wands is upright, so you're planning on something. For a Wands reverse, there's no celebration. And this 7 Pentacles is upright because you are basically focusing on your career. Because that's how it goes. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You're dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You're dealing with there's the ways how it goes in that way. It's like, okay, this seems to be how it is. So let's see what the universe is saying. Let's go from the middle to the right, middle to the left. Ace of Pentacles upright, there's growth. 2 Wands reverse, there's no panic. The Hangman is upright, there's restrictions. Ace of Swords reverse, there's no anxiety. 5 of Cups reverse, there's no grave. 4 of Wands reverse, there's no celebration. Page of Swords upright, there's education. Yeah, because you're going to be being educated. When you get education, you pay attention on it. In that way, it's like, okay, this seems to be alright. This is peer pressure. Alright, I want to do it. This is how it seems to be. You're not trying to get defensive. You're not trying to limit your own expectations. But then you have to understand what you're doing in that way. It's like, okay, this seems to be good. Alright, I got this. But then you understand what it is, right? This is the way it seems to be. And when things to be gradual of how things are, it's like you pay attention of what's going on that way. It's like you know what it is in that way, and thinking, alright, this seems to be alright. I know what to do, but then planning on it. That's how it goes. What's between the middle and the left side? 10 Cups is over. There's completion. Page 10 goes here. There's no prospects. 6 Swords here. There's no movement. Ace Swords here. There's no misunderstanding. King Cups here. There's no support. 10 Wands sword. There's burdens. Yeah, exactly. So when you have all these burdens, it's like this is the way how it goes. It's like it's like the way how this is. It's like you're trying to figure out what's happening in that way. It's like how you're gonna be who you are in that way, and you have to know what it takes because that's how it goes. What's this 10 Wands here? The Cancer, there's healing. And at Cancer, there's fulfillment. Yeah, because everything's fulfilled, you know. And when you have healing, you know what it is in that way because you're healing about what's happening in that way. What's in the middle? The Queen of Cups here, there's no empathy. Queen of Swords here, there's no independence. 3 of Swords here, there's no heartbreak. 5 of Swords here, there's no revenge. 9 of Swords here, there's no trauma. 8 of here, there's no speed. Wow, 3 of Pentacles here, there's no excitement. 7 of Swords here, there's no deceit. Page of Cups, there's loyalty. Yeah, because you're trying to stay loyal. You're trying to do exactly what it is. You're trying to do exactly what it takes. You know, that's how it goes. So, you know, things have to be, you know, how it is in that way. So, you can be dealing with inner Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You know, that's how it goes, right? So, you may be dealing with another 12 zodiac signs in this wonderful reading, because this is the way it seems to be, but then this is how it goes. So I'm so sorry that my voice seems to be low. I'm so sorry about it, but you know, this is how it goes. So if you want to turn my volume as my voice, whether if it would be tablet, whether if it's computer, TV, or your phone, remember to turn them as much as it goes. And that's how it seems to be, but you know, this is the way it seems to be. So I'm so sorry that my voice seems to be low. I'm so sorry about it. I'm so sorry that my voice seems to be quiet and everything else, but this is the way how it goes. And this is just a, you know, very interesting reading about how it goes, and this is the way it seems to be. So I hope you all enjoy it, and this is the way how it happens. This is how it seems to be. So I hope you all enjoy it. Please remember that this is just the way of this reading goes, and this is how it seems to be. So thank you all, enjoy it. Please give it a like, please give it a comment, and this is how it seems to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I hope that everything seems to be good, and this is the way how it is in that way. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all now. Now see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and bye.